I had a fabulous weekend. I'm going to tell you why. I received my first Aimee Nolte challenge video. So Andrea Gomez in Paris, France, I give you a virtual high five because you're awesome. Andrea's from Colombia and she's studying music, jazz vocals in Paris, France. So that was awesome to get a video from her. And oh my gosh, she's just the perfect candidate to do this. I can't even believe how perfect her video was. Not that it was perfect, but it was really good. And oh my gosh, she's amazing. I'll let you see. Watch this. And then listen how cute she is.
Bon, voilà, Aimee. Thank you for your videos. They were really useful, and I think this method of taking licks and repeat them pretty much obsessively is gonna help me a lot because I have a really good memory and melodical memory, and I think this is gonna help me a lot. Thank you very much. Thank you for the challenge. Challenge accepted. I would really like to know what you think about the syllables, about the rhythm, about everything. Just criticize me. Just go ahead, and it can always be positive because it's gonna make me.
Yeah. What a great attitude. I love her. So she did exactly what I asked her to do. It's the best. She took all those licks and she put them into the song. She followed the directions exactly. Do you remember all those licks? I do because I have them right here. I heard her do that one. And what else was there? And she did that one right at the end, right? She even did the tricky ones. She was great. Follow the directions exactly. So Andrea's a smart girl who did a hard thing, but she's got a very good ear, and I have a feeling that maybe she's just right in the same boat as a lot of you, doing this exercise, getting it right, but somehow not sounding as fluid and swinging as we're trying to. So that's what we're going to address today. How is she going to get more fluid? How is she going to get more swinging? Okay, so one thing to note about Andrea is that she did the tune in A minor or C instead of G minor or B flat, which is a good thing. She knows her voice, so that's cool, but it just means that the first chord that we have is a D minor chord now instead of a C minor. And she did that Bill Evans lick that we learned. It's da 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 da, like that. Let's listen to her sing it. She also did a cool thing. She went da 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 da, because the next lick that she did was a low one. So that was kind of nice. She worked her way down to it. I appreciate that creativity. Well, the first thing I noticed is that her first note wasn't in tune. Let's listen to that again. Now that's important. I mean, it's her first note, so you want to make sure it's in tune. Here it is. Then she kind of overshot it, right? Da, like that. Bam, right in tune. The other thing is, when I showed these licks, I do them da 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 Da, 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 like that. And ultimately, you're going to change your syllables. But to start, I would really like you to say my syllables. I can tell Andrea likes to say the F consonant a lot when she skets, and that's really cool if it's natural to her. But for now, until she can swing saying da, I don't want her to say any other syllables. You got that, Adriana? Okay, so let's listen to it again. Okay, so she does the common mistake that everybody does. Da ba da da ba da da ba da da, right? Subdividing in triplets. Da 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 da, like that. Da 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 da. Too much emphasis on all those notes. We need the emphasis to be da 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 da. So the emphasis is mostly on the first note, some on the third note, right? Because those are our quarter notes. Ba, ba, da, da, and on the last note, right on the beats. And she's doing the opposite. Da, 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 like that. And she's da, 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 like that. And I always do that because it sounds square. So you want to wait till the last second. And even if you think that you're ready to go on to the next lick, don't do it yet because you don't have that one quite down yet. So, da, 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 da. You hear how I barely say that fourth note? Da, 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 da. Like that. It's important. It's just the little subtlety is going to make you swing. All right, let's listen to the next part. Yeah, same thing. So it's the same thing on all of these lines. Da 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 da. And she's da 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 da, like that. They're kind of separated. Can you hear how when I sing it, I kind of sing them together? Da 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 da. Do that with me. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yeah, sometimes you kind of want to sing your notes straight, almost like they're not even swung. And that's a prime example when your line's descending like that. Da 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 da. It's almost da 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 da, and it just sounds hip. So you don't have to concentrate so hard on swinging all the time, as long as you get the fluidity, and you're not separating your notes, and you're just remembering that the quarter note is king. Da 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 da. Da, 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 like that. So those last four notes are really the only ones where I didn't emphasize the quarter note. Da, 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 like that. You try it with me? We'll do it up to speed. One. Da, 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 da. Now, the only way that she's going to learn that and that you're going to learn that is to listen to it a whole bunch of times. Let's do it a bunch of times. Let's see. Da 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 da. Again. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Your turn. With me. Da 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 da. Again. Da 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 da. Good. Now go back and listen to it 20 more times. I know I'm a broken record. Let's listen to the next line. This one's a great example, and she just does the same thing again, but it's really pronounced. Perfect. She used you know, the example perfectly over the right chords and everything. Right? When I do it, I'm not detaching my notes at all. They just run into each other. So that you might sing it like a lullaby, you know, like you're putting somebody to sleep, or you kind of imagine something you'd like somebody to sing to you. And if somebody's going da 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 da, that won't put you to sleep, right? Keep you awake a little bit. So and even I heard Andrea doing, she says fa a lot. Fa 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 da 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 va da 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 va da va da. You hear it da va 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 da va. That's wrong. Fa da 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 da, like that. We want to accent the quarter note. That's the subtlety. That's the subtlety that is going to save you. Da 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 da. I'd rather have you sing every note straight over a swinging rhythm section than accent the offbeat. That's more swinging to me than I can hardly do it. It's not my habit anymore. But I'll tell you what, when I first started scat singing, it was my habit, and that's what I did. And I think that taking all of those bas out of my vocabulary helped a lot when I started teaching myself to scat with the quarter note being king. Da is much more helpful, and n, it's all very helpful. You barely say the n. Da da da, right there. Da 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 da, barely. Da do da do 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 da. Is that right? Da do da 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 da. Close enough. Yeah. So to recap, Andrea, I think you're very smart. I think you're very talented. I think you're very brave. Thank you so much for sending me your video and agreeing to let me critique it in front of everybody here on YouTube. It was really awesome. And really, I mean, everybody can tell, you can tell, the main problem is your swing feel. You're detaching, you're saying too many other syllables. We need to get down to da and n for the most part, and to sing really fluidly. Just means legato, right? And the next step for you is to go back and watch video number 1. You remember where I was sitting in my car singing jazz rhythms to you? Just swinging rhythms and having you sing them right back to me? I need you to do that a whole bunch of times. It's almost like learning a new language and sucking at the accent, right? You just have to listen to people. You have to go live there. You have to go live in the place so that you won't suck at the accent, because you hear it so many times, it starts to be a part of you. It's the same thing. So pretend like my car in my first scat tutorial video is your country, and you're gonna hang out there with me for a while. And I would do it every day. Just hang out with me in my car and repeat those jazz rhythms. It's really gonna do a world of good. And then you can come back to this and try to fix them. I think you should also do that every day. But the most important thing is to copy the jazz rhythms and make sure that you're swinging. So thank you to Andrea, my new friend, and to the other people that I'm sure are working on the Aimee Nolte challenge. Remember, hashtag it, put it in Twitter, put it in Facebook. You can DM me if you want on Facebook so that nobody sees. And I won't ever critique somebody unless they've given me permission. Andrea totally gave me permission. So thank you. Thank you to her. Thank you to you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And I will see you next time on Aimee Nolte Music.